I've been testing out the new Walmart On 4K Pro. Over the years, I have amassed a small graveyard of streaming devices which help me measure how the latest streaming hardware measures up against what's already out there on the market. So here's 3 things I want to say right away about the new On 4K Pro. The best feature on this device is the hands-free voice controls. You can power an older TV on and off just by using your voice. That includes this older Roku TV that I have sitting here outside my office. You can replace your older slow TV interface with a new one powered by Google TV. There's a hands-free Find My Remote feature. By just using a voice command, you can quickly find your remote control, or you can press a button on the front of the streaming device for this feature. And if you're an Android phone user like I am, you can also use a voice command to quickly find your phone. So when I was wrapping up my review for the Cord Cutting Report website, the thing that kept sticking in my head was this $50 price tag. We haven't seen a $50 streaming device with smart speaker capabilities that has pretty decent performance and built-in memory. So if you only had $50 to spend on a streaming device and you look at other models from Roku, Amazon, and Chromecast, you're getting more memory and more RAM and hands-free voice controls. And there really isn't a difference when it comes to performance and speed. So after spending a few weeks fiddling with different home network setups, launching apps, and trying out different devices, I can tell you the 4K Pro is plenty fast. It maintains a very solid Wi-Fi connection, and it has an Ethernet port on the back if you want to hardwire your connection. Does the Amazon Fire TV Cube and Apple TV have faster processors? Absolutely. Do you really need that to watch Netflix and Amazon Prime? Probably not. The On 4K Pro does support Wi-Fi 6 if you have a Wi-Fi 6 enabled router or mesh network setup. That can give you faster speeds and lower latency. There's a USB port on the back if you want to connect a hard drive or other media to your streaming device. Another thing that I really like about the On 4K Pro is that it runs on Google TV, which brings together the 3 primary sources for my TV viewing, which is over-the-air TV, streaming, and YouTube. This device supports 4K and other HDR formats, including Dolby Vision. Dolby Atmos is supported, and there's a built-in Chromecast, so if you want to stream videos and photos from your phone or other streaming apps from your phone, you can quickly do that in just a couple clicks. The remote control is about 5 inches long. It has a rounded back. It's virtually identical to the previous On remote, with the addition of a couple extra buttons that I really like. There is a customizable button at the top of the remote control. You can use this button for a favorite streaming service. You can just press this button and launch it right away. You can also use this as a device input button. So if you have a gaming console or a DVD player hooked up to your TV, so you can just press this one button and quickly switch over to your other hardware. When you press the customized button the first time, you're given an option of how you want to set it up. And the other thing that's nice is that you're not locked into how you use this button. You can always change it later with just a long press of the button to get the menu for it. There's also a dedicated button for Google Profiles. So if you have a household where people want to maintain their own watch lists and favorites, the profile button is an easy way to switch between those, so everybody has their favorite shows and streaming apps lined up just the way they want them. Walmart recently confirmed that there are 2 different remotes that ship with the On. The latest remote is actually backlit and has a free TV button in the middle. Most of my TV watching happens in a dark room, usually at night. So as far as I'm concerned, the value of having a backlit remote cannot be understated. The only other backlit remote I have here is with one of my NVIDIA Shields. I bought this device as soon as I could, so unfortunately I wound up with the non-backlit remote. I want to talk about my setup here because I didn't expect the ON to work that well with this older Roku TV that I have here. When you go through the setup process, you'll be able to pick the brand and model of TV that you have, and you'll go through a battery of tests that will sync the ON 4K Pro to the type of TV and audio setup you have. This is a TCL TV. It's a 2017 model. It still works great, except the Roku interface is kind of slow. I also have a Samsung soundbar that's connected to the TV. The audio is actually run through an optical cable, but I also have a HDMI cable connected from the soundbar to the TV, so I can control the volume. I now have control of both the audio and the TV through this remote and through my hands-free voice commands. Now, just by comparison, I did buy a Roku Voice Remote Pro a while back for this TV, and that's been a really good experience. It has given me some hands-free voice controls, and it was just a nice upgrade for this TV that I use whenever I step outside of the office. But the bottom line is the Google TV interface is faster, so I'm probably going to leave this connected to the Roku TV now for the foreseeable future, or at least until it's time for me to test something else out. So is there anything that I didn't like with the ON 4K Pro? Not really. I think you're getting a lot of value here for $50. And it's striking the right balance between features and price. By the way, the ON 4K Pro is running on Android 12 with a March security update, so it is a very recent version of software. It's not something from a few years ago. That's a more updated version of Android than I have on my Sony OLED TV, which is a very expensive 4K TV. Will the ON 4K Pro get Android 14? Nobody really knows for sure, but if I had to take a guess, I would say yes. And the reason why is because Walmart recently signaled in a big way that they want to be in the smart TV and streaming space. A few months back, Walmart paid $2.3 billion for TV maker Vizio. With that kind of investment, it tells consumers that Walmart believes there's some space for them to compete when it comes to affordable TVs and streaming devices. Of course, one of the benefits of Walmart getting into streaming devices and TVs is that a lot of these devices have built-in advertising. So far, I have not seen many ads on the ON 4K Pro, and I hope it stays that way. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you next time.